It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3.
It is, right. So from growing up a small-town boy in the Eastern Cape, Gwej, Mr. Gwej, he made it big as the owner of a marketing agency, but really where his heart really lay was in the kitchen.
Oh, now when he picked up on the social media demand for dishes he made for himself, he saw a gap for Mr. Gwej's kitchen and his own welcoming style of home cooking.
SASKO, baking together since 1930.
Gwej swapped his corporate marketing gig to pursue his culinary passion. This after noticing a demand on social media of people wanting to taste his delicious food. And this has come up to a partnership with SASKO, where every single month he hosts a group of people together in an intimate setting called Mr. Gwej SASKO Lunch Sessions. We're here to find out what that's all about. Getting together and spending those Sunday lunches with family and friends is so important. People are so busy these days, we miss out on the important things that take place in our lives. And to be able to connect in that intimate space and really do it through food is the most beautiful thing. So, Mr. Gwej, what are some of your earliest food memories?
Well, when I think about food, I really think back to growing up in my mother's house. I come from a family of 8, so there was always a lot of food being made. And my mom was actually a stay-at-home mom, so she was always in the kitchen cooking. So when I think of food, I really think about the fact that I lived close to the school and I didn't even have to carry a lunchbox. I just cross over the street and go and eat something fresh that's been made at home.
So what sparked your passion for hosting and entertaining people through Mr. Gwej's kitchen?
Because I'm really passionate about food, I would share what I'm making on my Twitter, on my Instagram, and I would always get the odd response saying, well, when are we tasting this food? And I'd be like, never gonna happen. Eventually I gave in, I said, okay, fine, if you wanna taste it, maybe let me host a table of 8 every Sunday and you guys come and eat. And that's basically how it got started.
I came first to hear about Mr. Gwej's kitchen on his Twitter profile. He used to have the Sundays that he used to do where he just had dinner and post his lunch. Then after some time it became a thing and invited people. And I used to ask him, hey, when is my invite coming through?
You know, he used to host us for Sunday lunches where we just come and eat and he'd cook and it was great. Now we feel like we have to book a table and fight with other people just to get his attention.
Angelique, why did SASKO want to be part of Mr. Gwej's lunch experience and how did that partnership come about?
So what's really great about Mr. Gwej, and this is something that we realized once we started following him on social media, is that he puts his heart and soul on a plate. So everything that he makes and prepares, he does with such love, such excellence and such care. At SASKO, we have exactly the same values. So with his values and ours corresponding, we thought it would just be a natural fit.
Why do you think SASKO products make such a fantastic addition to these lunch events, but also everybody's lunches back at home?
So just like the mom who bakes for her family on a Sunday, or anyone who wants to bake for their family, that same care and expertise that goes into the lunches, that's the same kind of care and expertise we put into our products at SASKO.
SASKO for me is a name that I've always known from childhood. I remember their bread, their flour was always used in my household. So when I started doing this initiative, I reached out to the guys to say, look, can we work together because I really enjoy your products, and here we are.
I've brought my appetite, so what's on the menu today at Mr. Gwej's kitchen?
So today we have some really interesting dishes. Our first course will be a chicken tacos, which has been made with SASKO white bread. And then our second course, which is the main, will be lamb shank. But the lamb shank has been cooked overnight, slowly cooked in red wine. It's really tender, it's not on the bone anymore. It's really about being able to take then the SASKO flour that I've used to make idombolo and really pair it with that very saucy dish. I think the food is finally here.
Well, my favorite today would have to be our starters. I thought initially it was the tacos, but it was literally just SASKO bread. Literally, it was bread, and then they rolled it down, and then he said he buttered it, and then put it on a pan, and then put his fillings inside. I thought it was literally a taco, so I really enjoyed that.
The best part of today's lunch was actually the main for me, because I enjoyed the lamb shank. It was amazing. I had been waiting for it the whole day. I literally didn't eat today. I was like, I'm gonna wait for that lamb shank, and it lived up to the expectations. It was amazing.
Mr. Gwej has gone all out with his meals today. The malva pudding, though, was so good. It stood out. I mean, it melts in your mouth. It's fluffy. It's so nice. I wanted to have seconds, and I did.
I love how Mr. Gwej's Sunday lunches bring people together, people from different walks of life who can sit around a table, they can share their experiences, and they can create memories together. And at SASKO, that's what we celebrate.
By adding a modern twist to traditional dishes, Temba has created recipes with an experimental kick thanks to this partnership with SASKO. It's absolutely memorable what he's able to create. So what are you waiting for? Gather your friends and your family members together for an amazing Sunday lunch.
SASKO, baking together since 1930.